Welcome to Fairbanks, Alaska. The fighter show is currently touring with the German Minister of Defense. We are visiting the largest ever exercise the German and Spanish Typhoons so far did. So join me now. This is the fighter show with pleasure. Pacific Skies is the largest exercise the German and Spanish Air Force ever did. 5 exercises in 4 different continents, involving 41 nations, 430 aircraft, accumulating more than 2,500 jet flying hours. One of the first parts is Arctic Defender here in Alaska. Here at Elson Air Force Base, 8 German Eurofighters and 4 Spanish are stationed, and we have a look inside the base. So guys, now we are inside Elson Air Force Base at the Rack Flat building, waiting for the minister to arrive.
Hey, sir, good morning. Good morning, how are you? Good to see you again.
Hi Bookie, how are you doing?
Oh, what's up, my man?
So you enjoying your time as the minister here? Bit busy today, but let's speak later on, right?
All right, man. See you in a bit.
Okay, see you. So guys, I'm here now with the commander of the Tactical Air Wing 31 Bölke, Colonel Timo Heimbach. Hi.
Hi,
Colonel, how are you doing? Colonel, 2 years ago, Rapid Pacific, now Pacific Skies. So the German Air Force tends to do more and more long-haul exercises. What's the reason behind?
The reason behind this is the intention to show presence in regions where we have competitors and to show those that we can interoperate and be stronger together with our partners, the US, French and Spain in this case.
Speaking about Arctic Defender, I mean, we are here in Alaska. What are you training here especially, and why did you take that long way from Germany to Alaska to go here for training?
Yeah, we can be here more realistic with the scenarios we put together. Emitters like the air defense systems we have here. In Germany we have limits for that, and here also the airspace we can fly supersonic in low altitude. That's new, it's not possible in Germany.
So that means pilots can enjoy pilot life here.
Yeah. Right.
Good. How many people are you here?
So around 300 people, all in all I think 500 to 600, counting all the partners, the French Air Force and the Spanish altogether.
And Colonel, you are a fighter pilot yourself, and I heard that you are also going flying here, right?
Yes.
So what is an experienced pilot like you training here in Alaska?
Yeah, I know exercises like this. I'm an air-to-air guy coming from Phantoms, and my focus here is to fly air-to-ground missions, go live, go strafing, dropping GBU 48. So that's what I'm here for.
So having the full program.
Full program.
And how many or how long do the missions usually take that the pilots are flying here at Arctic Defender?
Yeah, 90% of the missions are supported by air refueling, so like 2 to 3 hours missions, also for red air, and also the CT waves we fly in the afternoon, like this, 2 to 3 hours.
Well, Colonel, thank you very much for having us. And as everybody who is part of the fighter show, also you get the official fighter show patch. That's yours. Thank you very much. And guys, the Colonel said it, 2-3 hours missions. For that you need a lot of fuel, and for this you need exactly a tanker aircraft. And here it is, the world's coolest fuel station, the Airbus A330 MRTT. And as you can see, we switched air bases. We are now at Elmendorf Air Force Base, currently home to the tankers, to the A400s and the Tornadoes of Arctic Defender. And now let's go airborne and refuel some thirsty Eurofighters. guys, it took us almost an hour to get into the training area, and now the first customers are waiting for us. And for a better view, we go into the rear of the aircraft.
Eurofighters are ready for refueling. For Icelandic airspace. Yeah, Raven, German Air Force 004. Thank you, and request tail numbers and amount of fuel for Raven 01 and Raven 02. And cleared contact, left or right horse. Raven 2 cleared for dry contact, left nose and standing by for some pictures. Raven 01, good contact. 1, to call me happy. So, one, clear to disconnect.
With tanker aircraft, it's like with normal petrol stations on ground. They open first and they close last. We are just now on our way back to base from our refueling mission here at Arctic Defender, and I'm talking now to one of the most important guys here on board. Hi Jörg, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Jörg, you are air refueling operator on this Airbus A330 MRTT. How much fuel do you have on board, and that's sufficient for how many aircraft?
Yeah, we can take 139,000 liters of fuel, and this is approximately 109 tons. And yeah, we can give the receivers plenty of. It depends always how far we are away from our home base ourselves, because a little bit we need for ourselves as well.
But that means you're also doing that according to your mission planning, and you're not always flying with full tanks.
That's absolutely right. It depends on the request of the receivers, and we know it in advance, and yeah, due to this numbers we plan our fuel.
What we saw during the refueling is that there are many aircraft, fighter aircraft flying around the tanker. Who decides who comes first?
Yeah, normally there's yeah, a regulation that number one is the first, and number four, for example, if it's a four-ship formation, is the last one. Sometimes there are special requests, and then the fuel operator decides who comes first. It also depends on the fuel status of each aircraft.
Okay, the special request is if I'm running out of fuel as a fighter pilot, I can skip
Absolutely.
the queue.
That's it.
Okay. You're a moving petrol station. How do the fighters find the tanker?
Normally the tanker is operating in an orbit in the scenario, and the fighters will get some yeah, vectors from ATC or from an AVAX entering the orbit, and then they can see us via their own radar, and at a certain point they are visual, and then we call them in.
And that happens at which altitude usually? So at which altitude do you usually refuel?
We are able to refuel up to 35,000 feet, but it depends on the fighter's performance as well. So some fighters refuel in a low level, and other fighters can go up.
Now Jörg, what my impression was when looking out of the window during the refueling, that hitting that basket is a very challenging maneuver. Is that just my feeling, or is that the truth?
That is the truth. So it's not that easy to hit the basket, but the fighter pilots are always on training, and yeah, for the hose and drag system, especially when it is bumpy, it's really difficult and quite dangerous as well. We have another refueling system with the boom, so in this case it's difficult and dangerous for the air-to-air refueling operator, because yeah, we have to make the contact.
So with a boom you got the challenge, with a basket the pilot has the challenge.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
Jörg, thanks for talking to us. As everybody who is part of the fighter ship is getting the official fighter ship badge. Jörg, that's
Perfect.
yours. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The tanker is now going back to Almendorf, but we are changing spot and go now back to Fairbanks to talk with the pilots about their experience with Arctic Defender. exercises, it's all about the pilots, and two of them are sitting now next to me. Hi, Bookie. How are you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Fair play. Great to have you here. Now, Spanish Air Force, German Air Force, both Typhoon pilots. First question to you, Bookie. There are more than 90 aircraft involved in this exercise Arctic Defender and almost 60 permanently in the air at the same time. What's the challenge for the pilot there?
Well, since you already said it, it's 60 aircraft in the same space. So what it comes down to is deconfliction and safe performance of everyone. So that's like the real thing of this exercise.
Okay, anything to add, Fair play?
I agree, it's all about multitasking.
Okay, and safety first and then yeehaw, right? Good. Talking about scenarios and missions, what is the Eurofighter used most for in these missions you're flying during Arctic Defender?
Well, we have this luxury that the Eurofighter is like multi-role capable, so we can drop bombs as well shoot missiles and almost at the same time. So that's really a unique thing.
That means multi-role, everything, rock and roll, all the aircraft can perform, right?
Yeah, and one of our best things is our payload. So there are stealth aircrafts, but we have more bombs and more missiles, so that's great.
That could be an advantage. Now, question about Alaska. I mean, we're here in a beautiful landscape. Can you enjoy that when you're airborne, or do you need to focus on what's going on in your cockpit and going on in a mission?
Well, it's kind of like both things actually, but today on the RTB, I was actually able to see like a lot of nice things, mountains. That's like a very nice thing here.
So enjoying the flying here over Alaska?
The views are incredible. The first day, it's difficult to enjoy them, but really, really nice views, yeah.
Okay, great. Talking or staying with the surrounding here in Alaska, there are only a few limitations in the airspace, so you can almost do whatever you want to do. Is that something that is an advantage for you as Typhoon pilots or flying the Eurofighter?
That is correct. We're already used to no limits since we like when we go full throttle and just go straight up in the air and the aircraft still accelerates. That's like what it comes down to.
Okay, enjoying the full power of the Typhoon.
Getting low with full performance, just going supersonic, it's great, yeah.
Cool. Now, are you always flying together? So meaning all the Eurofighters in one go, or are you divided also sometimes into red air and blue air?
Well, we divided into red and blue. For example, today I had another buddy flying blue air and I was flying red air. So let's see how we rejoin and how we meet again.
Okay. What are you enjoying most, red air or blue air?
I think blue air is difficult, so red air is pretty nice to do, like only shots all the time. So red air is better, yeah.
Okay. Bookie, what's next for you after Arctic Defender?
Well, Flo, unfortunately, I have to go back to Germany.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I'm kind of looking forward, but I guess Fair Play has a better thing to do.
Okay. Fair play, what's your plans?
We're flying to Japan and then to Australia to participate in the pitch flag, so we're still on the Pacific skies, yeah.
So you're continuing the whole Pacific skies journey. Well, good luck with that. Well, enjoy Germany. Guys, it's everybody who is part of the fighter show is getting the official patch. Fair play. That's yours. Thank you very much. And yeah, you're looking already. Of course, I got one for you, Bookie. Here's yours. Thank you, guys. It was really great having you at the fighter show. And this is the fighter show with Flo. Fair play, talking about how it is to drop bombs in Alaska, and one of those guys who is making that possible is now standing next to me, the ammunitions expert. Hi Dom, how are you doing?
Hey Flo, how are you doing?
So Dom, we just saw that your guys were strapping those kind of bombs beneath the Typhoon. What bomb do we have here?
We got one of our training bombs. It's a GBU-48. It's for training or for exercise with the pilots, so they can train with the JTAGs.
You say it's not a real bomb, it's a training bomb, right? So what's happening if the pilot is dropping that bomb?
Sadly, just 1,000 lips going into the ground. We got no boom.
Okay, so it's just concrete and no explosion at all?
No, at all, nothing.
Okay, so you save the good stuff for later on then.
Yeah, we save the good stuff for the bad guys.
Sounds great. Now on the other side of the aircraft, there is the machine gun. It's a Mauser machine gun, right? Do you also have ammunition in there?
Yeah, it's also filled with training ammunition, 27 millimeter. We could also shoot high explosive rounds, penetrating rounds, or incendiary rounds. But as said before, use the good stuff on the bad guys.
Great. Sounds great. Thank you, Dom, for talking to us. Here is your official Fighter Show patch. That's yours. Thank you very much. And this is the Fighter Show with Flo. So guys, this is the end of our episode here in Alaska. Pacific Skies, Arctic Defender, the biggest exercise the Eurofighters of Spain and Germany ever did. Take care, see you soon, and may the Air Force be with you.